So in this video and illustration, I'm going to discuss emotional dysregulation. A lot of people go through emotional dysregulation. Anytime you've ever had a large reaction to something, you've probably gone through emotional dysregulation. So I created an illustration called the tree to explain to people what emotional dysregulation looks like, such as going up a tree. Now, if I were you, if you've ever had those kinds of reactions, why don't you get out a piece of paper and a pen and follow along with the illustration, and let's see where it takes you. So when we think about people's emotional well-being, we think about a baseline. This would be baseline emotion, like what you're hearing in my voice right now. Very calm. All's right in the world. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so what happens often is people will get triggered by something or get upset by something. When someone has what would be called an even temper, maybe they go up a little bit off the baseline, come across for a moment, and come back down again to baseline. That would be my husband. He's very good at that. But me, for instance, when I get triggered by something or when I get upset, I will go up a tree. And I call this going up a tree because if you've ever climbed a tree, it's much easier to go up the tree than it is to come down from the tree. So now I'm up the tree, and maybe what's caused this is frustration. By the way, I would suggest you get a piece of paper and a pen if you go through emotional dysregulation, and chart this for yourself. Chart the branches on the tree for yourself. So frustration, lack of control is a good one. Maybe someone has disappointed. So disappoint. Let's see, what's another one? Maybe like some bad news might make someone go up a tree. So now you're up a tree and you're up here in what is called emotional dysregulation. Or, as I like to say again, going up a tree. So how do you get back down? Well, the interesting thing, like I said, it's very easy to go up a tree. It's much harder to come down out of the tree. It takes a lot more mindfulness to come down out of the tree. We hear about mindfulness a lot these days. So some of the branches that you might use to come down out of the tree might be one of the things I use. And again, I would suggest you follow along and write your own branches down. One of the things that helps me is TV. TV is a great distractor, and it helps me a lot because I'm still thinking about things, but I'm relaxing and coming down back into functionality, back down into baseline emotion. So let's see, what's another thing? Hiking might be a good idea, or like physical exercise, getting physical with some exercise. Oh, some people use yoga. Some people use meditation. So these are just some suggestions of how somebody can help themselves to come back down from emotional dysregulation to baseline emotion, which is always a good space to be in. All right? So how was that for you? Did it resonate for you? It resonates for most people, okay? So let me ask you, how did your trees turn out? I'm really hoping that you followed along and created going up the tree and created coming down the tree. It's a fascinating way to look at yourself with no judgment. Again, a lot of people go through emotional dysregulation for all kinds of reasons. I definitely live in that glass house, okay? I don't throw any stones regarding emotional dysregulation because we all get to our wits' end, okay? One of the oldest versions of a coping skill to help someone get down out of a tree, do you remember counting to 10? Whenever you got upset, do you remember probably either your parents or maybe your grandparents or even a great-grandparent might have said to you, honey, have you ever thought about counting to 10? Well, guess what? That's one way to come down out of the tree. Okay? Enough said. Bye now.